Hi, loves, and welcome back to A Quiet Theory. Take a moment to settle in, soften your breath, and just become aware of where you are right now. This is a space for quiet reflection, for listening, not forcing. So just take what resonates with your heart and leave the rest for someone else. And if you've been praying, asking for clarity, or waiting for some kind of confirmation, trust that what comes through here may be part of that answer. We're going to move through this slowly, because this message is layered and it's repeating for a reason. Starting with the first card, New Mentor. This speaks about guidance entering your life, but not always in the way you expect. Sometimes this shows up as a person, someone who carries wisdom, someone who reflects something back to you that you needed to see. But other times, this is the Holy Spirit itself, guiding you internally, shifting your awareness, placing thoughts, nudges, and realizations in your mind that feel different than your usual thinking. There's something here about you not being alone in this next phase. You are being guided, and underneath that, focus. This clarifier brings it into something very practical. Where your attention goes, your energy follows. And there may have been a period where your focus has been pulled in too many directions. Worry, overthinking, uncertainty. But now you are being guided back into alignment. So together, this message becomes, you are being guided into clarity. And the way you meet that guidance is by being intentional with your attention. What you choose to focus on right now is not small. It is shaping what comes next. The second card, Positive Change. This is very clear. Something is shifting. Something is moving forward. This is not subtle energy. It's movement, transformation, growth. But what stands out here is that this change is not something you're forcing. It's something that is unfolding. And underneath that, the angels support you as you embark on a new chapter. This is where the Holy Spirit becomes very present in this message. Because this isn't just change, it's supported change. There is guidance around you, protection around you, and something about this next chapter has already been prepared in ways you may not fully see yet. So when these come together, the message becomes very profound. This shift in your life is not random. It is supported, guided, and aligned. And for many of you, this feels like something you've been praying for, even if it hasn't fully arrived yet. The third card, The Moment is Now. This brings in timing. It speaks about not waiting for everything to be perfect, not needing full certainty before taking a step. It says every small action moves you forward, and that the power to change is already in your hands. And underneath that, start over. This is where the message becomes very real, because starting over doesn't always feel exciting. It can feel uncertain, vulnerable, even a little overwhelming. But this card reminds you that it is possible. That even if it takes patience, faith, and endurance, you can begin again. So together, this becomes, you are not being asked to wait anymore. You are being asked to move, even if it's small, even if it's imperfect. Because this new beginning you've been asking for, it requires your participation. And the Holy Spirit is meeting you in that moment, not after, but as you begin. The fourth card, Positive Outcome. This is reassurance. It speaks directly to something you've been concerned about, something that may have been sitting in the background of your mind, creating doubt or uncertainty. And it says clearly, this will work out in your favor. But underneath that, courage. And this is important, because the outcome is positive, but you still have to walk through it. You still have to face what feels uncertain. You still have to move through moments where you don't have all the answers. So when these come together, the message becomes very grounded. You are not walking into something that will harm you. You are walking into something that requires bravery, but leads to alignment. And the courage you need is already within you. And finally, love. This is the heart of the reading. And like you said, this doesn't have to be romantic. This is about emotional fulfillment, connection, openness, receiving. It speaks about giving and receiving in a balanced way. about allowing yourself to experience something that feels genuine, supportive, and real. And underneath that, new beginning. This is the confirmation. This is the repetition. This is the Holy Spirit saying, this is not just a possibility. This is on the horizon. A fresh start, a new chapter, something that feels different from what you've experienced before. So when these come together, the message becomes very clear. You are stepping into a new beginning that is rooted in love, not lack, not confusion, not uncertainty, but something that feels right. When we step back and look at the full message, this is not a small shift. This is a transition into a completely new chapter. Guidance is coming in. Your focus is being realigned. Change is already unfolding. You are being supported. You are being asked to take a step. You are being reassured of the outcome. And you are moving into something that carries love, fulfillment, and new energy. And the repetition here, positive change, positive outcome, love, new beginning. This is not coincidence. This is emphasis. This is the Holy Spirit making sure you understand. Something you have been hoping for, praying for, or quietly holding on to is closer than you think. And for many of you, this feels like the kind of blessing that comes after a long period of waiting, of learning, of growing. This feels like someone who has been strong for a long time, someone who didn't give up, even when things didn't look like they were moving. Someone who kept going, even without full clarity. And now, something is opening. If this message resonated with you, or felt like it met you exactly where you are, go ahead and like this video so it can reach someone else who may need this same reflection. And if you feel called to stay in this space, subscribe for more messages like this. Because if this found you, there's a reason for that.